Hi, welcome to my channel. This is Manfred, and in this video we are going to learn how to use the CIG Date Picker Add-in for Microsoft Excel. One of the tools that Excel users search the most is how to choose dates in Excel. Of course, we can enter them manually, but what if we want a calendar to appear so we can easily pick a date? There was a control called the Date Time Picker in Excel long time ago, but when 64-bit Excel came out along with the 64-bit Windows, that control was no longer available. So let's dive into the CIG Date Picker add-in. The CIG Date Picker is a smart and intuitive date picker that makes inserting, formatting, and converting dates fast and effortless. It comes with a precise 50 years Lunar conversion table to convert any date to a Lunar or Cheon date. I have here a short list of what we are going to go through. Number 1. When we start Excel, all cells are formatted as general, with no specific format. The date picker comes with a special function that on any cell which is formatted as a date, and you make this cell as the active cell, a little calendar icon will pop up beside the cell on the right side. So let me format this cell as a short date. Here a little calendar icon pops up now beside the cell. Also below that date formatted cell, there will be a calendar icon beside the cell. Even that cell isn't formatted as a date. So the date picker is assuming that this column might be a date column. Here you can load a floating calendar and set a date for this cell. To navigate in the calendar, it's pretty easy. Here you have two buttons for previous and next month selection to go to the next and previous months. By clicking the months button, a drop-down opens where you can select a month. And if you click at the year button, you will get a drop-down with the years. Here you can click left or right to go to previous years or to go to future years pages. The Today button brings you directly back to today's month and year. Number 2. The date picker also watches if a cell has a text with date in it. If a cell has, the cell below will show the calendar icon beside, assuming that this column will have dates, even it's just a general format. The date picker will automatically understand that in this column I am going to enter the dates. If you go here in another cell, the calendar icon is not activated. But when there is a column heading Return as Date, then the icon is auto-activated here. And you can simply click on this small calendar icon and choose the date you want to insert here. Number 3. This function of showing automatically a calendar icon can be turned on or off depending on your preferred input methods you like. To switch it on or off, you must go to the ribbon in the Home tab. Here you have the CIG Date Picker controls. To switch it off, click on the drop-down arrow below the Date Picker icon here and toggle the Show on Grid menu item. To switch it on again, just repeat and click the toggle button again. You can easily open the date picker also from the ribbon icon here to add a date to an active cell. You can move the floating date picker around. Or you can select a range of cells in a column and add to all of them a date. Or you can pick different cells by holding the Control button to select different ranges of cells and fill them with a date. Number 4. Let's go now to the settings. To open the settings, click the icon with the gear. Here you can change the color theme of the date picker which correspond to the color theme of Excel, to have the date picker match the Excel colors. For example, the Excel tables. Let's put order date, item, unit, unit price, and total price. Now let's change the width of the cells to 14 to fit better. Turn this into an Excel table by clicking Ctrl+T. By default, the table has a blue color theme. Here you can change it to a different color. Let's choose green. In the date picker, I can match this color theme selecting the green color. Or let's change the table to orange and match the date picker to orange. Or you can choose black, gray, or yellow. But let's put it back to its default blue color. So you can have the date picker in your preferred Excel color theme. Number 5. Then you have the option to choose the starting day of the week, which is different in the US, Europe, or Asia. You can choose between Sunday or Monday as the start of the week. On the ribbon, there are 2 buttons for directly inserting the current date or the current date and time to the active cell or to the ranges of cells. You find them also here in the drop-down. Number 6. Then you have the drop-down button called Format, where you find 96 sets of pre-formatted menu items to apply to the active cell or to the selected range of cells. The menus are categorized in short dates, long dates, short dates and times, and long dates and times. Each submenu is categorized with formatting for months first, day first, or year first. Every menu item shows a preview of the current day in its format styling. Number 7. Then you have a menu item called Special Dates with 16 items to custom format your cells with different styles and languages. For example, we have here the international formatting for Thailand, Korea, or Japan and China. Let me select this range and format them to Thai date. Which brings us now to a function of the date picker to convert the Gregorian calendar date to a lunar calendar date. Number 8. The Chinese calendar is still very popular here in Asia, of course. Let's go to sheet number 2. The lunar calendar is a way of measuring time using the moon instead of only the sun. People use it today for holidays like Chinese New Year and the Mid-Autumn Festival, or for the Korean Cheon calendar. For this reason, I created this function to convert any date easily. I integrated in this date picker a precise 50 years lunar date table from the Hong Kong Observatory to accurately convert from the Gregorian calendar to the lunar calendar. So how does it work? For the Gregorian calendar, let's set a date, for example, the 12th June 2026. Now let's use this date to find its lunar equivalent. First, select a cell you want to place the lunar date. Then open the calendar either from the pop-up icon or by clicking on the ribbon icon. Select again the gear buttons for the settings. Here you have the options to select converting to Cheon dates, lunar dates, or lunar dates with zodiac. By default, it is set to none. So let's select Lunar first. To place the Lunar date into the cell, simply select the date you want to convert. Here it is the 12th June 2026. But instead of left-clicking on the date, which would insert the Gregorian date into the cell, we will have to right-click on that date. This will check the selected date with the Lunar table database of the add-in and insert the according Lunar date instead of the Gregorian date. So I just right-click here. As a result, we get the year 2026. The month is April and the day is the 27th. You can see in the formula bar, it will only show the pure date, so you can easily apply different formats. Let me place the Lunar date again here and choose, for example, the Korean formatting here. Or to this cell, add the Lunar date and change it to a normal date style. Let's use the long date with the months first here. If we select Lunar Zodiac in the settings, it will display also the zodiac symbol in Chinese character and in English. So we are in the year of the horse. Let's place here another date from the year 2022 in March, the 15th March 2022. Down here I choose the same date, but right click on it and we get the 13th February 2022 as the Lunar date, which was the year of the tiger. Number 9. If we select to convert to the Cheon calendar, it will show the dates in Korean letters. The Cheon year is currently the 14th year. Let's choose this date of April 10, 2026 here. And down here, let's convert it to Cheon date. It will be the 23rd day, 2nd month, and the 14th year. Here we also can format a Cheon date into a long or short version of the Cheon. Let's copy the dates with the Cheon format by moving the mouse to the right corner of the cell and simply dragging it down for 2 cells. But we have to also hold the control button to keep the same date to all cells. Now select this date and we are going to the Special Date Formats menu and select here the CIG short text, and it will transfer the date in this commonly used format. Or with the same date here, we can choose the long text version, which is officially used for the Cheon date. It is the 23rd day of the 2nd month in the 14th year of Cheon. Okay, that's all I want to cover in this video of the CIG Date Picker. You can download the light version of this date picker for free. Please check in the description for the link to download. There is also a pro version which has the full 50 years lunar date database, whereas the light version only covers a database of 3 years. Thank you very much for listening. Hopefully it's been useful for you. If it has, please subscribe and I'll see you in the next video.